Hello? Hello, can you
Yes,
hear
hello,
me?
Professor.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, so how are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay, so after a long time see. So
Yeah,
we already
I've been
come.
doing some training with Huawei. I was doing some coding. I was learning some Mind Pools and some
Okay.
other coding platform for just almost 2 weeks.
Okay, so basically we already covered our fifth number of class. Today is our sixth number of class. I will take this class. And today this is our totally 7 days online training program. And this program we already covered the fifth number of class, and today I will try to start the sixth number of class. So basically today's class I will try to discuss about that machine learning method for making the land cover classification map, how you can easily use the different types of machine learning method, and you can easily make the different types of land cover classification map. So mainly in this time we're going to try to discuss about the random forest, then also try to discuss about the classification and regression trees, then minimum distance or other classifier, how you can easily use this classifier and make the land cover classification map using the Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so let's go start. We will start our today's session. So I simply start a recorded video class. Okay, so I recording start. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
I'm seeing you. Yeah, I'm seeing your screen.
okay,
But it can be a bit blotted. I don't know why.
okay, okay. Let's go. So hi and welcome to the 7 days online training session on Google Earth Engine platform for beginners to advanced course on Google Earth Engine for remote sensing analysis. And I am course coordinator. And basically we already covered our fifth number of class. Today is our sixth number of class, and this is our full course content within the 7 days program. And today mainly I focus on the machine learning method for create the different types of land cover classification map. So here you can see this is our today's course content. This is the 6th-day course content, and today's course content I will try to discuss about that how you can easily make the land use and land cover map using the machine learning method. Different types of machine learning method are available in here. If you want, you can use the supervised, then unsupervised. Okay, and how we can easily use the different types of classifier such as random forest, then how we can easily use the classification and regression trees, how we can easily use the minimum distance classifier, lot of classifier, how you can easily use the different types of classifier. We also try to discuss about this, and finally how you can easily calculate it the area. Okay, suppose and then how we can easily also we can how we can easily get the accuracy assessment of this map. What is the accuracy of your map? We can also try to discuss about that, and finally we will also try to show you that how you can easily add the legend on your map. So basically today I will try to focus on the land use and land cover classification map for making the using the machine learning method. Okay, so let's go. So first of all I will try to discuss about that when you want to make the land use and land cover classification map, then we need to follow the some procedure, and this procedure is the same for any kind of land cover and land use map using the Google Earth Engine platform. So I will show you that all of the process, so we can follow step by step and then created the land cover classification map using the different types of machine learning in Google Earth Engine platform. So first of all you need to selecting your ROI. ROI is that region of interest. You have to select your ROI. Actually this is the boundary shape file of your region. Okay, so you need to import your boundary shape file in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, which boundary you want to make the land use and land cover classification map, you just simply import this boundary area. After this you need to choosing and filtering the image collection. So when you want to use the land set image, then you need to filter, and also need to filter. When you want to need the sentinel image, you also need to filter. And we already discussed about our previous class when I want to discuss about the Landsat filtering, sentinel filtering, how you can easily filter these satellite images for a specific region. Okay, so second step is that you need to choosing and filtering the image collection. It can be Landsat or sentinel, whatever. Okay, you can choose and filter this image collection. Third process is that you need to collecting the training point. Okay, so you need to collect the some training point. Suppose you want to, this is the supervised classification method. When you want to take the training point for some specific class, suppose you want to make the land use and land cover classification map. Yeah, you want to classify the barren land, vegetation, water body, built-up area. You need to collect some training point for all of those classes. Okay, so you need to collect the some training point from all of the classes, and and finally you need to merging all of the training point together. Okay, and finally you need to make the training data set. In this time you need to make the training data set using the prediction band. Suppose you want to select the some band, and you can get the spectral signature all of this band. Okay, so it's called the training data set. And finally we can run the data set using the different types of classifier. It can be random forest, or it can be minimum distance, or it can be anything you want to use the any classifier for train your model. And after this you need to create it the classified image, and then you display the result, and also calculated the accuracy assessment of this map. And finally we can calculate the area for each classes. Okay, so this is the process. When you want to make the any land cover classification map, you need to follow step by step. Then you can easily create the land use and land cover classification map using the Google Earth Engine platform. So here you can see the small project we already done in Google Earth Engine platform, and this is the code link. Okay, so also you can see this is the another map. I use the Sentinel-2 satellite imagery in Google Earth Engine platform, and created the land use and land cover classification map for build up area, water body, vegetation, and bare land. And you can also see this is the chart. So mainly this chart represented the area of water body, build up area, vegetation, and barren land in hectare unit. How much area will be available for my classified region? I can easily make the this chart like this. Okay, so let's go. We also try to open our code editor and try to show you the practically, so that you can easily understand all of the process. So in this time I simply open a new code editor. So I simply open a new code editor, and in this step, so first of all we need to import our shapefile or boundary area. Which boundary you want to make the land use and land cover classification map, you can simply import this area. Okay, and we already covered this part, how we can easily make the import. So you can simply go to the asset. So here I already import my shapefile. Okay, so in this time I simply just import this shapefile in my region of interest. Suppose I want to make the land use and land cover classification map for this region of Dhaka city. Okay, so this shapefile I already imported in my Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so I simply click to the import. Now we can see this shapefile is imported in my code editor. In this time here you can see this is the default variable name is the table. If you want you can change it or not, totally depends on you. So in this time I simply change it. Okay, so I simply give the name is that suppose RY. Okay, so this is my first step. You can see I want to show the result of my area. So I simply insert the ROI. This is my object name, and I also want to focus in the center of this shapefile, and I use here the ROI. This is my object, and zoom level is the 10, and then click to the run. So now you can see this is my region. Okay, so this is my area of Dhaka city. I want to create the land use and land cover classification map for this region. Okay, so my first step is done. In this time I want to move to the second step. Second step is that I need to filtering and choosing the image collection. Whatever, if you want you can use the Sentinel, or if you want you can use the Lancet. It's totally depend on you. Okay, so in this time I want to simply go to the browse data catalog. In this time I want to use here the Lancet imagery. Suppose I want to use here the Lancet imagery. So I simply click on the Lancet, so it provide me all of the Lancet collection. Suppose I want to use here the Lancet 8 satellite imagery. I simply click this imagery. Okay, just we need to filtering this image and then you can work with this. So in this time I want to work with the top of atmospheric, this dataset. I simply click on the top of atmospheric, this dataset. Here I can get all of the information about this dataset, and in this time I want to just use here I simply copy this Earth Engine snippet. Okay, so I simply copy this snippet from here and then paste in my code editor. Okay, so I simply paste here and then I simply put a variable name. Suppose this variable name, I said the variable name is that L8. You can use any name. I simply use here the L8. So now this full collection is stored in my L8. Okay, I want to filter it. So we already discussed about that. When you want to filter the image collection, we need to use here the filter bounds function, filter date function, filter metadata function. Okay, so in this time I simply write this function and filter our image collection. So I simply take a variable and give the variable name is the image. You can use any variable name. I simply use here the image, and then I simply call the full collection L8. Okay, and then I simply use here the filter bounds function. So it will be intersecting the full collection with my region of interest. In this time it is the RY. I simply use here the RY. Okay, and then I simply use here the another, this is the filter date. Suppose I want to make the land use and land cover classification map for year of 2015 or 16. I simply use here the date 2015 1st January. From last date I simply put here the end date 2015 December 31. Okay, so I simply put my date. Okay, and I also want to filter the image properties. I want to need only for those images whose image will be not more than 1% cloud cover. I simply use here the filter metadata. So it just filter my image properties cloud cover. I simply use here the less than. I put here the less than 1. Okay, so you can see how many images I want to get from this time, year of 2015, for my region of interest Dhaka city. I want to check it, so I simply size and then click to the run. You can see how many images I want to get for the Dhaka city between this time period. I can get the total 5 images for this region. I want to get 5 images. Okay, if you want you can also use a single image. So it's very easy. We already discussed our previous class how you can easily get the single image. So here you can see, here you can get all of the single image date. I can simply click to it. Here you can see the feature, and from this feature you can easily identify all of the single image. Suppose you can see the first image is the acquisition date is that year of 2015 17 March. Second image is the 20 November 30 December 21 first 22 January. Okay, then also you can see 12 November. Okay, so all of the image acquisition date we can easily get, and every single image has the total 17 bands. So if you have if you want, you can also use the single image for making the land use and land cover classification map. Just you can simply copy this and copy this ID. Okay, just copy this ID and display the image in here. Then you can get the make the land use and land cover classification map for year of 2015 17 March. Okay, but in this time I want to create the composite for total 5 images. I want to create the composite, median composite from total 5 images. So that's why I simply use here the median function. I simply use here the median function, and then I simply use here the clip function. It is a clip with my ROI. Okay, So in this time I want to show the result, so I simply use at the map.add layer function, and then I simply call the image, because this image is the storage, the variable is the image, and then click to the run, and simply click to the run. You can see now I can get the satellite image for year of 2015. So you can see I can get the satellite images, but this image is not so good because I did not add the visualization parameter. So in this time I want to add here the visualization parameter. So I simply click here, and then I simply add here the visualization parameter. Suppose I want to add here the B4, B3, red, green, and blue band. So this called the natural color composite. So mainly we can use the band combination. For when I use the band combination, I can get the natural color. Okay, I simply click the apply. You can see now I can get the result for this map. And I also want to increase the state, suppose 98% for better looking, and then just click the apply. Okay, so you can see I can get the satellite image, and in this time I want to just import this. You can see this is the import. When I click to the import, this visualization parameter is imported in my code editor. Okay, so I simply click to the import. You can see it will be imported, and default variable name is the visualization image vis param. I simply copy this, and after this I paste here after the object name. Okay, so now it will be set. I also give the layer name. Suppose this is the true color, and then click to the run. So now I can see it will be set with my visualization parameter. So in this time here you can see I can get the satellite images, and this is my second process. I will done it. Okay, so my second process is that filtering and choosing the images, which image you want to need for making the land use and land cover classification map. So my first step and second step is done. In this time I will move to the third step. My third step is that I need to collect the training point, okay, for specific classes. Suppose in this time from this satellite images I want to take some class training point. I want to take the water body, build up area, vegetation, and barren land, and then I want to classify this region. Okay, classified map. So when you want to make the training point for each classes, you can use the marker tab. You can see this is the marker. I simply click on the marker. You can see it will be geometry will be added here, and then I simply click on, you can see this is the setting button, edit layer properties. Simply click here, and then I simply put the name. Suppose I want to take the training point for water body. I simply use here the water, and import as feature collection. Okay, and property. In this time I set the property as a variable name. You can use any name. So I simply use here the suppose class, and value I want to set the value for water as a 0. Okay, and then click to the run. So now you can see this water will be added here, and I want to take the water body. Suppose you can see this is the water body. From the satellite images I can understand. So I take the some training point for the water body. Okay, so if your region is the big, then you can get the more than 100 training point for each classes. But in this time this my region is not so big, so that's why I simply take the training point like more than 30. Okay, so this enough. So I simply take the training point. Okay, so I take the some training point for the water body. Okay, in this time I want to take the training point for the build up area. Suppose I want to take the training point for the build up area. So this is the same way. You can simply click on the new layer. You can see this is the new layer. Simply click to here, and then click to edit layer properties, simply click to here and put the name is that build up. Okay, you can use any name, I simply use a build up. And then feature collection and property name will be same, and in this time I want to set the value for the build up area 1. Okay, then click to the OK. In this time you can see build up area, it's selected for that's why it will be look like the bold black color. And I want to select the build up area region. Suppose this is the build up region, so I take the training point for the build up region. Okay, so I simply take the build up training point for this time. Okay, so I take the some training point for the build up region. In this time I want to take the training point for the vegetation, so I simply click to here and click to the edit layer properties, and then I simply take here the vegetation. Okay, and import it as feature collection, and property name will be same for the class, and value is that in this time I want to set the value is the 2. Okay, in this time you can see sometime when you want to work with the unknown place, suppose you make the land cover classification map, you totally unknown place. Okay, and you did not identify this is the vegetation or this is the water body or this is the build up area, you easily did not identify this, then you need to help the band combination. So different types of band combination used for identify the different types of feature easily. So here you can see I also try to show you the band combination. So you can simply go to this link. So this is the link for the Landsat 8 band combination. So simply go to this link. Mainly this link provide you all of the band combination and what's the feature for what's band combination, we can easily identify from here. So here you can see okay, so you can see mainly this is the band combination for 432 red, green and blue band. So mainly we can use this band combination and it's called the natural color. So when you want to use the natural color composite using the red, green and blue band, it replicates close to what our human eyes can see, and healthy vegetation is green, unhealthy flora is brown. So when you want to use this combination in your satellite images, then you can see healthy vegetation is the green and unhealthy flora is brown, and urban feature appears the white like this or gray, and water is the dark blue or black. Okay, so mainly when you use this band combination, then you can get the feature like this. When you use this band combination, you can see, so this is the near infrared band, then also red band and green band. This is the 543 combination. And mainly when you want to use the band combination, it showing the result mainly useful for the analyzing the vegetation. Okay, so you can see the red pixel value have the better vegetation or healthy vegetation. When you use the band combination, then you can see the red pixel value, it's identify the healthy vegetation, and dark areas are water, or urban areas are white. Okay, so in this time suppose I want to use this band combination 543, so I simply select the 543 band combination, so I can see what I want to see. So I simply use here the 5, 4 and 3, and then also increase the state 98%, and then I simply click to the apply. So now you can get this, you can see I can get this in this time. So red pixel value identify the healthy vegetation. So I want to take the vegetation, so I simply use here this red pixel value. Also you can see water body as they showing the drag. Okay, so which description you want to see, we can get the same. Okay, so in this time I want to take the vegetation, so in this time I use here the band combination, and I easily identify for this region has the some vegetation. So I simply take the training point for the vegetation from the red pixel value. So I take the some training point for the vegetation from the red pixel value, because when I use this band combination 543, it showing the red pixel value is the healthy vegetation. Okay. So I also take the some vegetation from here. Okay, so done. In this time I also use here the another, I want to take the training point for the bare land. So I simply click to here and then click to the edit layer properties, simply click to here and then I put the name is that bare land. Okay, and then use here the feature collection and property name will be same for the class and value is for that 3. Okay, then click to the okay. So in this time I want to take the training point for the bare land. So here I can get the some training bare land in here. So I simply take the training point for the bare land for the river bank region. Also this is the bare land. Okay, so I take the training point for the bare land. Okay, so in this time I want to take my all of my class training point. You can see, so this is my third process.